the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Our game tonight featuring Kansas City as they...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Last outing for the Nets, it was a loss to Orlando.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Well, the effort plainly was not there. I mean, they often settled for tougher, lower percentage shots, and that makes it hard to win.
So the Nets starting five. They've got Nikola Jokic. Brown out there with Conley. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Randall in at the 4 slot. DeRozan's shot is off. And it's Barnes with the ball for Brooklyn.
Well, I tell you what, if you're a fan of the Nets, you've got to like the job the front office has done. When they took over the team, it was stuck in a quagmire of losing. Now the fans have some hope as they're building towards success.
Now here is Harris. Curry fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And Kevin, that three ball of Curry deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, what angle, or how deep.
Conley against Curry. Barnes looking around. Pass to Jokic. 5 to shoot. Randall passes to Conley. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Conley's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And for this Brooklyn front office, they've done a good job with what they started with.
Yeah, and even though they've taken nice small steps forward every season, complacency has to be stiff-armed and held back. The GM wants to preach impatience and doesn't want the team to feel full or satisfied.
Here's Conley. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Barnes right side. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Hey, sometimes Barnes is just too quick and skilled on the block, and there's not much you can do to stop him.
Harris against Brown. Outside Curry. Over Conley, and another basket for Kansas City.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper, first bucket of the day.
The defense just gave him that one, and you talk about starting on a high note. Didn't seem to respect his mid-range J there.
Here is Conley, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Jokic, and too long on the shot.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
They grabbed their own miss. Parker trying to free himself up, and it's DeRozan missing. For Kansas City, their last game a loss to Los Angeles. Brown with it, picked up by Harris. Barnes against Parker. Barnes can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's DeRozan. Rebounded by the Nets.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here's Barnes. And the Nets miss again. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Kansas City. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped a game in this series last year.
Greg, you know, it was 1-1 split from two teams on the opposite side of the standings. And, you know, as we've said many times, anything can happen when you play out of conference.
Here's Barnes, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Now here's Barnes. Shoots over DeRozan. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Can't allow Barnes that kind of good position in the post, because once he has it, it's dinner time.
Curry way outside. Another three for Kansas City.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for Kansas City. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen, guys, from Kansas City.
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, I like it too. They're doing a great job working the ball around, staying aggressive, and capitalizing too.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for Kansas City. We've got Steph Curry, Parker out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Harris. And it's DeRozan in at the three, the small forward. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Here's Barnes. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Kansas City leading by 5. Here's DeRozan. Good D by Barnes.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
And yes, it's good. Clark, when you're evaluating young players and you see a lot of them at the college ranks and certainly in the early years in the NBA, aside from their talents between the lines, which qualities tell you this kid has a chance to be special?
A couple of things. Humility, understanding their ability, but also recognizing they've still got work to do. That's one of the great qualities anybody can have. Work ethic, self-starting, and then you try to see if, in fact, they've worked through some challenges. How have they handled adversity? I mean, when you look at those things and couple them with talent, now you've got somebody that you feel like can be special.
The free throw drops for Curry.
Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times. I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Harris finds DeRozan. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Parker passes to Curry. Great look, but off the mark. You know, Greg, a lot of players can't make that switch from shooting guard to point guard. You've got to give Steph a lot of credit.
He's worked tirelessly. I mean, we've all seen those pregame ball handling drills. He's still prone to a careless turnover or two, but on the plus side, he rebounds like a shooting guard. And today's point guards are expected to score much more than in days past.
Kansas City leading by 4. Lets the three fly. Does not score for only the second time in 7 shots this game.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Conley dishes to Brown. Back to Conley. From deep three-point range. Let's keep it alive. Trying to get open is Randall. And that one's good. Jokic.
Jokic doing a nice job getting right to the spot and capitalizing, taking advantage of the high percentage shots.
That's good from Harris on the assist from DeRozan. Harris has got his first 2 points.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Conley kicks to Randall. Conley the pass to Barnes. Hits the three-point bomb. Barnes has got 7 points in the game.
You can't give Barnes even a second, because that's when he strikes and hurts you. A master at the catch-and-shoot J.
Conley against Curry. DeRozan in the corner. Misses the three. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Kansas City. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 13 points and 1 rebound. Definitely no fluke for him, as he just turned in an outstanding game in their last outing, and now tonight he's rolling again. How about you, Kenny? That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. They've got Julius Randle, Conley out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Barnes in at the three.
And you got to love just how smart of a point guard Mike Conley is. You never get the sense he is forcing anything with the ball and keeps it moving around to his teammates. Very aware of his spacing and the spacing of others while running that offense.
DeRozan, that three off target, had some space there after the little pump fake. Inside, here's Jokic. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Parker drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. And now a three-point Kansas City lead. And Conley, who is so good with space and timing on offense, seems to always find a way to score inside.
I mean, he has that great floater to lean on for scoring. And the only thing you want from Conley is help. Has had a few too many injuries to ignore the last few seasons. This team is so visibly better when he is healthy and on the floor.
Good work there as it goes. Barnes has got 9.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Curry finds Lopez. To the paint, here's Parker. Brooklyn with the rebound. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clark, we all know you are one of the best players and maybe the greatest high school class ever. Guys who are now in the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. What a list of names and great players.
Yeah, terrific players, and proud and privileged to be part of that class. 1979 is what you talk about. Dominique Wilkins, Isaiah Thomas, James Worthy, Ralph Sampson, Terry Cummings. I could go on and on and on, but obviously some of those guys, Hall of Famers, and distinguished not just in what they did in high school and college and the pros, but in how many of them have lived their lives off the court, too.
DeRozan's shot is good.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Conley against Curry. Down low. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Curry looking around. No good on the triple. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Pass to Conley. Curry with the steal. Outside DeRozan. Over Barnes. And it's DeRozan missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Randall kicks to Conley. Brown outside. Rebounded by Kansas City. Parker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. DeRozan gets the bucket.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Brooklyn. It's a 1-point game. Six to shoot. On the wing, Barnes. Over DeRozan. Misses. And we just... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jabari Parker is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Curry. And it's Harris in at the 2 guard. To the middle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Harris has got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for Kansas City. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
Just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Curry kicks to DeRozan. The shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
And, you know, even though they're up, he's been off his game this quarter, having trouble finding the basket.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Kansas City.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And the second free throw, good.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Parker outside. In the corner, it's Harris. This one for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
DeRozan against Barnes. The pass to Jokic. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Count it.
Hey, guys, that's just outstanding confidence from Brown. I mean, getting up with the shot right away and giving the defense no time to react, that's impressive.
DeRozan dishes to Curry. Lopez kicks to Harris. Here's DeRozan. No good on the shot. Good D by Barnes. It's Brown with the drive. Randall outside. Passes it to Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And they take the lead.
And the spacing that Conley provides from long range really has become crucial to this offense.
Curry with it. Conley picks him up to the inside. Here's Harris. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Fires from the line. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Conley. Now it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
Boy, I tell you, I love seeing Barnes take these shots. Doesn't get overwhelmed, doesn't rush it, takes his time, and delivers.
Parker kicks to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Lopez against Jokic.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Barnes. Second chance effort. And it's Kansas City's ball, trailing by 4. Outside Curry. And just miss after miss right now. And now we've got the intentional foul. .23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. They're down by 6. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Conley.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open. Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 17 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul can make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
Curry against Conley. Here's Lopez. And the 3 off target. And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
And Mike Conley, the fellow Buckeye, is about as reliable as it gets in running his team and doing everything you want a point guard to do. A crafty defender. He also has really elevated his game offensively.
So it's the Nets picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin, with Julius Randle.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Talking about, cause I got, and my 1-6, my